Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Say Your Truth. I remain your host, Precious. And with me today is
Aleka James,
AKA
Ashiwa Jundibo.
and direct Shiva Jundibo. Nice to have you here. And directly in front of me
It's
is
Onyema,
AKA.
Sugar Boy.
Okay, so nice to have you guys here. How was your week? I had a blessed week. Like I must say, my week was lovely. So Ashiwa, how was your week?
My week was fine. Though owing to the fact that we have issues with the subsidy, the price of fuel, the increase in transportation fuel and all that, so we have just to trek it out.
I saw this post on IG, and this guy was like, whether you voted for Peter Obi or whether you voted for, he said he was in the bus, yes, if I'm correct. On Twitter, he was like, he entered the bus, and conductor was like, whether you voted for Peter Obi or you voted for Tinubu or whoever you voted for, any bus stop you they stop now, 600 naira you go pay, literally. And what he said is the truth because it's affecting every single one of us now. So, Sugar Boy, how was your week?
Our blessed America has been good, successful, full of excitement.
Okay.
Serious excitement. At least has been one party since on Monday till date.
Hey, voila.
Bless God anyway.
Some of us are enjoying in this Lagos, so some of us are having fun.
I can't remember the last time I party.
So they say party in Lagos.
No party like the Lagos party anyway, sure. There's no
So
party like the
mine
Lagos
is
party.
just walk.
See, Alefia is like our own is just walk. Please, once in a while, Sugar Boy be inviting us for parties. We too, we like to party share. Ashima, you know we like party.
No party like the Lagos party anyway, sure.
Okay, so something beautiful happened to me this morning. So while I was preparing for work, there's this compound that's like we are sharing the same fence. You know how Lagos compound is? Everybody's inside everybody's
Compound,
space.
yeah.
Everybody's inside everybody's space. So these children they were playing who's your guy? Spyro, now only you. So they were now gisting. So one guy was not really asking, like, I think you know small children when you hear their voice, you know that okay, if these people they are old, they not go past 6 years old, sure. But I felt like this one should be like 4, 5.
Okay.
They were sharp, they were washing plates morning, doing their morning chores, and then they were having this discussion. The guy was not asking, do you know who sang this song? Do you know who sang this song? In my mind, I was already judging them as per. These children, like they ask them to recite
National
Psalm
anthem.
23 now. They will not be able to recite Psalm 23. Oh. But see the way they are singing, who's your guy? The other was even saying, Joey Zaza, you say, be my guy. See, as this one making already know the lyrics. Me, I said, I never really know. I'm like
The
that.
lyrics.
But he knew it very well. The next thing, he just said, do you know who sang this song? I was like, this one even know, Sote even know who sang this song. I was expecting to hear Spyro and Tiwa Savage and stuff like that. So now his friends were now, the rest of them, probably his siblings or fellow compound people. They're not like, I don't know. Then the guy now said, do you remember that uncle that came to the house last week? I can't think of. She, now me and this children did this estate. Spyro entered this estate and no.
No.
You don't follow
Spyro.
trend.
Which guy? I don't know. I say, let me really listen. That's when I became focused in the conversation. The guy was not like that uncle that came. All of a sudden, Nana said, the uncle is my daddy. Meaning that it's his father that is Spyro. And I'm like, children are the best things ever. Like, because maybe his father sang this. You understand how this thing they be.
Walk.
That especially with this new 21st generation couples now that everybody is following trend, everything, and everybody is young and everything. So probably the father was just really singing the song to him, and probably the father doesn't stay at home because the way he said it was like, do you remember that uncle that came last week? Was telling his friends, do you remember that uncle that came last week that came to see me and my mommy? I said that it's him that sang it. Then he now also said he also sang one Igbo song like that. I can't think. Before he said that my daddy thing, first I said that uncle that came last week. I was like, Shakespeare entered this estate and I don't know. Then he now said that he even sang one Igbo song like that. I can't sing. Sparrow don't sing Igbo song.
And where you no know.
Where I don't know. Before he now said, "Is my father." I just shout, I said, children will always keep being children, and I think that like they are one of the reasons why we still have the opportunity to smile and be happy in this country. because crazy things are happening.
Different
Like
things.
crazy things are happening. So that brings me to the topic this week. Like, what is that thing that would actually make you to like lose your happiness, lose your child, like lose the child in you? Because even as adults, we have times that we actually play, do crazy things. Let me do this, do crazy things. Like what point in life would actually make us lose that? Because there's many depressed people, and I'm like, if you still have your child in you, you would not contemplate suicide. Do you understand? So, like, at what point in life do we actually lose that child in us?
Um, okay.
Yeah, Alefia, let's start with you. Yes, let's
Um,
start.
I I can say that losing that child in me, it's not other possible because one thing I cherish in this life is my own happiness, and that happiness brings back the child in me. Like I feel the
Definitely.
joy. Even
Yes.
when people will be seeing this guy is behaving as if he's not mature. So
Yeah.
that thing that brings happiness to me, I will keep doing it. Because if I'm not happy, that means any other thing I'm doing, I will not be happy with it.
True.
So
True.
my happiness is that thing I find joy doing. My career, I'm a journalist and I look for troubles. Like
This
it
guy
gives me
enjoys
it,
watching the news.
it gives me
He's weird.
joy if
Very
I
weird.
look for issues, comment on people, social media, because we live in 21st century, this digital age.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
even those things we do in the village, like we play around in the playground, gist with people, we still do it on social media now. We use Facebook to do it. We have groups, we have a comment section where we fight and even reconcile. So those things are childish. People will see it. Sometimes you see people dragging themselves on social media. People will see it as childish, but these things are actually because you don't know what people are passing through.
In their real
Yes.
life.
So you
Yeah.
just be indoor, you don't know what people are passing through. So with those things we do online, because we don't have the physical community again, everybody is busy. I'm going to work, I'm trying to make it, put food on the table, make mommy smile and all that. So with those things are things we do to make ourselves happy.
Oh, nice.
So it's not possible me letting a child in me go, even though tomorrow I will be a dad. That child will still be in me.
So you and your child to be doing
Yeah.
that this. Well, anyway, Sugar Boy, let's hear from you.
Well, it's a very deep question, very deep one per se. But the thing that will make me lose my child is if I'm failing. Once I'm feeling, everything around me begins to fail.
Hmm.
Once I'm trying to do something, I'm not getting it right. Sorry, I won't think straight again. So at that point, my joy is finished, my happiness is gone, nothing makes sense to me. So in other words, I hate to fail. No matter how small that thing is that I'm trying to do, no matter how little that thing might be. It might even be me trying to sing, it might be trying to talk, but as long as I'm not getting it right, I tell you what, I'm losing everything in me. Everything in me. Not as in nothing makes sense to me again. It's not even my own losing things, my own, it's not even per monetary aspect. Once I'm trying to do something and I'm failing in that thing, forget it. The people around myself will know that man,
Well,
I'm
we
losing
are,
it.
I
I'm
think
losing
we
it.
have gotten to this stage in life that if you don't fail, you actually don't make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, see, that is another form of accepting failure. You know, as in, I was watching. There is this program. There is this thing I was watching on Instagram. The child failed, and the auntie was like asking him questions like, "Why do you fail?" So he was trying to even justify his act, like,
Okay.
and he believed that God will help him. That he knows that next time he's going to pass. Until let me tell you, I'm washing the plate, oh, you know that kind of thing. As in, he has even accepted failure instead of to say, "I'll work better next time. I'll do better next time." So I don't want to believe that if we didn't fail, because for once Christ did not fail. So I'm a child of God. I'm Christ-like. So I don't want to even believe that fact that if we didn't fail, we can't do something. Even the disciples did not fail for once. I don't want to even get that thinking into my head. I just believe things should be right. Things should be right. So if I'm
Okay.
failing, I'm losing it.
By the grace of God, God will help you. God will
Yeah,
see
yeah.
to it that you don't fail.
He made sense, but then if you're failing and maybe you don't feel like feeling that child in you. I think there are many things you do around you. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you're a music lover. To
Yeah,
me,
you listen to music.
I don't go to I
Me
am
and we
not
even play.
all that churchy. I don't go to church
Okay.
like often. But immediately there are things I will notice in my life that I'm not seeing this happiness again. You see
Yes.
this Apostle Selman, I listen to his message.
Oh,
Like
mad,
it
mad.
gives me hope when I feel like I'm going down.
Yeah.
Not that I am a churchy person, but that is what gives me joy. If I'm feeling down. So I need to go back and
Yes.
listen to his message.
So something happened of recent.
Oh,
Yes,
share with
yeah. I
us.
say my week has been filled with parties.
Partying.
Yeah. Okay. Now there is this tussle, there is this kingship tussle going on even till now. So one party wants to be king, the other wants to be king.
In your
And yeah,
area.
in my area,
Okay.
and the both parties are very very good to me, like families to me. So now so now a fracas came up, a very serious fracas that leads to shooting and stuff like that. So
Serious.
where I am, if I receive the call that they are shooting at Tomo, I'll lose comfort. I'll lose concentration. And I can't go home like that because these two parties are my people.
People.
So
So somehow you'll be caught in
somehow I'll be
between.
caught in between. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what I'm just expecting at all time is peace.
Yeah.
Even tonight has not been resolved, but I tell you what, throughout that time, I've not been myself. Like, this one is doing party and you're not going. It look as if you're an enemy. This one is doing party, you're not going. It look as if you're an enemy.
Oh, so
And
literally
this is
he had to
so
go
I have to
for
go for
all the
all of them. I
party.
have to go all
Oh
of them.
my.
So just to balance this equation. So you see, not like I was really happy. I've already lost it all because if you notice throughout that last week, I was so slim. I've lose weight and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
So
did notice that.
as in all these things are the things that have been eating me up because I'm losing concentration. Like if you sit down, want to relax, you just receive a phone call like, they are fighting, oh, they are shooting gun. Oh. You'll be like, who again? You know that kind of as in I cannot be happy.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
can't
get
even
that.
see myself focusing on listening to music or listening to preaching. I can't be.
Okay, I get the point you're coming from. I get the point you're coming from. So there's this scenario, not necessarily a scenario. This is a true life story. This guy, he had a case with arm robbers. They took his bike 2 months ago, his own personal bike. So as of 2 weeks ago, he got somebody to do hire purchase for him, like to give him bike, and then he pays them and stuff like that. And then this guy goes to work, has been working for 2 weeks now, and just 2 days ago, Amrobas came again and took his bike from him. And then people that are around him are like telling him that that this one, be like say that they follow him, oh, be like saying that village people they do him, that he should just kokoma go and kill himself. And I'm like, should suicide ever be an option? Because I don't understand. I know that we have discussed this before, but like I think sometimes, yeah, because of the issues that come up in life, some people oftentimes forget that life is actually precious, and then they tend to toss it because somebody's already in a very dire situation because is like he's a family man and he has lost his own bike, and then this is not hire purchase that he has to be paying. This is like all hope lost.
Sure,
And then
definitely.
his people, just like imagine Job now, his friends. Already Job's friends were not exactly good to him, but at least they did not tell him to go and commit suicide.
Sure.
Then imagine your own friends now telling him to go and commit suicide. Like, please give a word of advice for this man that is in this situation. Onyema, please let's start with you.
The situation actually is a very tight situation, but not the end. Because first of all, my family is at stake here. As in, I'll always see my family and have joy.
Okay.
And secondly, before things like this happen, before we really start up family, we should be certain and careful of the people we are trying to settle down with.
Okay.
Because the people we settle down with really matters. When we talk about family challenge, people think it's money or this thing. Anything can be the challenge of a family, and at this point in time, if it's not well managed, we will lose it. So if I have a wife at home, a lovely wife, and I lose my bike, she should be the one to comfort me, not my friends self. I don't even need advice from my friends. My wife should comfort me, my kids should comfort me, no matter how small they are. As in, they should not make me feel like it's end of the world.
Yeah,
If I go home, I've lost my bike and stuff like that, my wife prefers food for me. And Terminite was like, it's just bike. you can buy a car tomorrow.
Them is just back. Me, I
You
go
understand?
cry.
It's just bike. You can buy a car tomorrow. You can, not making me feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. Like I should go with the bike. I don't understand. I will lose it all. But suicide is not an option. I can't even lose my life over material things because it's nothing.
Mad.
It's
Just
nothing.
sit down.
It's
I
nothing.
can never lose my life over material
It's
things.
not before me.
Word.
It has been there. After me, it will still be there. So why should I lose my life?
Alefia.
Sugar Boy said it all because ending it is not the ultimate solution. I remember in 2019 I lost my dad. Like because of the situation surrounding the death, like I wanted to take my life. But because of the kind of people I had around me, though we have friends that are good.
Yes.
But then family is the best people to talk to in such
Sure,
situation.
definitely.
But the kind of advice I received from my elder brothers and other relations, like I changed my mind. This thing was serious. But then losing your bike, you come to think of people lose their properties every day. You see people importing goods from outside, like goods worth millions of naira, and the thing will sink. Those things. So so far as there is life, so you can still make it up tomorrow.
Sure.
So all we need is better people around us.
Very important, very important. Right. Lovely people around us.
So ending it is not the solution.
It's not an option.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. So, guys, you have heard it. Suicide should never be an option for any one of us. No matter what you're going through, no matter the situation you are in, we are sending you light and hugs. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and like our video. Thank you for watching.
This is Akwaamaka TV,
the pride of African entertainment.
Here we give positive vibes, positive energy, positive information, and positive entertainment. Here, impossibilities is possible. Akwaamaka TV, the pride of African entertainment.
Akwaamaka TV, the pride of African entertainment.